Saturday, March 19th, 2011. I was told my driver ran into an 18-wheeler head on. He died instantly. My little cousin died.
Oh, wow.
My aunt suffered some injuries. My other cousin suffered more like the psychological injuries. Like, just, he knows what happened. He saw it. But he was on the opposite car seat of me. I was behind the driver. And that's where I faced that mathematical equation. It's just... It's not that, that car accident was meant to happen. It just happened. And for me, by looking at all that stuff I told you about, it gave me closure in the sense of, okay, this is what happened. This is where I was at during that time period. And I'm like, wow, like, jeez, it's like I started imagining like traffic being backed up 5 miles each way.
Mm-hmm.
Because that serious of a car accident, it's like a ripple effect. And it affected a lot of people's lives. It was on a highway, like a street highway. And I mean, he's responsible for the car accident. Unfortunately, he passed. And, that's a situation of a choice was made. But at the same time, Route 30 is known as one of the most scariest highways in America due to the high traffic demand during the daytime. Then you're dealing with, different speeds of people.
Mm-hmm. Are you able to recall how you were able to get out of the situation itself? So, there was the crash that happened. Was there someone that saved you? Was there someone that, came to your help?
I go up by saying, can you imagine people calling the cops? And the cops arrive and they have to use the yellow tape to block off the intersection. And you gotta call the fire department where they have to use the jaws of life to cut the car in half. Then you have to call the EMT people to check my pulse to see if I still got a blood flow. And then they gotta put me on put a neck gurney on me and put me on the stretcher, then go to the nearest hospital. And that journey in itself is like a mathematical equation because I should have died within 3 minutes, maybe 5 at the most. But it just didn't happen.
Yeah, all those events leading up to you being saved, right? They all add up. There's time between all of those, and at any moment you could have not been there and made it out. So can you tell us also about, the injuries you sustained and, what kind of surgeries and rehab you had to do? Because I'm sure, that played a big part in you getting back to where you are right now.
The injuries of left black eye, a torn aorta, injured wrist, lost a lot of blood, had a concussion, lost a lot of weight. As far as rehab goes, it goes back to speech therapy where I was so used to speaking. So normally now I gotta learn how to sound out words, stretch out the vowels. Then there's occupational therapy, physical therapy, It's like trying to rework the muscles again, trying to pick up the small things like a beanbag, a pencil, a pen. Those were difficult days, and relearn how to walk again from a wheelchair. And then eventually I got put on a feeding tube because my larynx stopped working.
Oh, really?
And if I would have ate or drank anything, the consequences would have been pneumonia. And with pneumonia, it attacks the lungs and other stuff, and that would make the health thing worse. Now I got to be on antibiotics. And, it took a lot of restraint not to eat or drink anything while being on a feeding tube.
I just want to understand, regarding the accident. So was this the driver going and then the truck hitting you guys from the side? Like, how exactly?
He went into another lane.
Oh, okay. The driver went into
Yes.
another lane. Okay, and then the truck came and hit from behind or from the side.
Now the truck was going this way. The driver was going this way and went down and bang.
Oh, it was
That's
head
basically
It was
what I
like
saw,
face to
yeah.
face. Wow.
Yeah,
it was
that's
head
based
on.
on what I saw in the pictures.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I see. Oh, wow. Okay, so that is intense then. If it's a head-on collision.
When I had that surgery, I was told a woman cried because she thought I died on the operating table because I lost a pulse maybe And then when the surgery was done, it was like, we'll see what happens. And it was just a waiting game to see if I would wake up again. And when I did become wake up, two things happened. The woman who cried on her shift saw me awake, but still on cloud 9. She cried tears of joy. The day I woke up is the day I became a walking living miracle.